Here's an example of what I'm looking for on the homework assignment. There's a form with all the appropriate fields as indicated in the assignment page, and you click on the button and it says it was successful or it says it was not successful. That's it. Here's how I could do this project. I could go into Visual Studio and go File, New Website, and then type in the pathway cis425.pcarry.asu.edu/web/myasuwrite/gateway. Select ASP.NET website and C# is the language and click OK. I'm going to go over to where it says default.aspx. I'm going to rename it to paymentpage.aspx. I'm going to right click on here, say add new item, and make a page called paymentprocess.aspx. I'm going to go back to the main page, payment page, and I am going to take out this part that says run at equals server, and I'm going to type in method equals post and action equals and I'm going to select payment process.aspx, and now I need to add in some form fields. So I'm going to I could do straight HTML or I could use this toolbox. Select input boxes. Alright, and so I'll put in something here like name equals first name, and then I'm also going to need a button, submit button, drop that on there. If I do a split screen, I can see what that looks like. I'm going to hit the play button. It says modify web config. I'll say yes, and it's going to open up this page. There we go. Okay, just goes to a blank payment process page right now. You don't need to code much of the payment process page yourself. If you go over to the lecture notes and go to the credit card gateway lecture, and you go to the very last page, there's a URL there with some sample code on it. Pull up that page, copy and paste all the code, go into Visual Studio, and go to the payment process page. Control A, Control V. So I just pasted over that page. If I test it, now it's using the code that I copy and pasted in there. And the only thing that I really want you to do on here now, well, there's a bunch of things, but the only thing that's new is down here at the bottom. It's printing out all the stuff that you see on the screen, which is right here. It's printing out all this stuff. Okay, change that. And since that's a loop, I want you to read the first item and see if it is you know, a 3 or some other number. And if it's a 3, say that it was a bad credit card response. And if it's not a 3, then say that it was successful. Here's an example of doing an if statement based on a string. If you were looping through the string and the string held a value of 1, you could say if the result equals 1, then response.write, the payment was successful. Otherwise, say it was not successful. Once you're done programming, you're going to notice that it's running okay if you run it from the local host, from that little play button within Visual Studio. But if you go to the URL for the class, it doesn't come up. Let me show you how to fix that. Make sure you stop debugging and then go into the folder that you're developing from, and get rid of the web.config. And in your page with the code on it, the first page, get rid of most of the first line there. Alright, I'll hit save, and now I'll go back to my other page, hit reload. Now it's happy. That's all you need to know.